Stanley, where are you? I'm going to sleep soon. Are you on your way home yet?
Sorry, Monica, I'm gonna be a little while. I'm taking the last train home. Don't wait up for me, just go to sleep.
You said that last time and ended up coming back the next morning. Are you drinking with the guys from work again?
Yeah.
Stanley, you've been doing this an awful lot lately. I barely see you these days as it is with the inhuman amounts of overtime your boss has been making you do. Couldn't you at least cut down on the drinking parties so we can actually spend some time together?
It's out of my hands, babe. I gotta hang out with the boys from work sometimes. What would you have me do, ditch 'em? There are times when I can't make it home even when I want to.
But Stanley, you don't even drink.
That doesn't give me a get-out-of-jail-free card, you know. I still have to tag along. I may call it hanging out, but you're better off just thinking of these get-togethers as part of my job.
I get that you have social responsibilities, honey, but if you keep coming home first thing in the morning several times a week, you're gonna get sick. Let's face it, you're not the spring chicken you once were. I really think you should start being more health conscious. You're working like a dog with all the overtime these days as it is.
It's fine, chill. I know my own body and I know my limits. I'll take power naps in the day when I can, so there's nothing to worry about.
What, you mean at work? If you have time to be sleeping at work, surely you could finish up and come home early instead? You can always sleep here, you know, in our bed. I'm sure that would be more comfortable than slumping over at your desk.
Sheesh, Monica, you're really breaking my balls today. Part of the reason I'm doing all this overtime is so I can provide for you and give you the things you want in life.
I know that. But still, you hardly sleep at the house at all anymore. Is it such a surprise that I'm worried about you?
If you're so worried, then it'd be great if you could get off my back, because this sure as hell isn't good for my mental health. Don't you see how asking me to justify my every move is gonna stress me out?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to give you a hard time. But Stanley, please, can't you see why I'm worried? You barely reply to my messages anymore, and when you do, it's days later. I feel like we'd never speak if I didn't message you first. Of course, I'm gonna be worried if I can't even speak to you. Maybe the guys peer pressured you into chugging more beers than you could handle, or you tripped down an alleyway on the way home and banged your head. These are the scenarios that run through my mind when you disappear for days at a time. I have no way of knowing whether you've been in an accident or if you're just ignoring me.
I've been coming home late pretty much every night lately. Surely you're used to it by now. Take a chill pill, sweet cheeks, you fret too much.
Maybe so, but saying that isn't just gonna magically make it stop. I can't help feeling the way I do. I wish you'd understand that and start acting less like a stranger and more like my husband.
Fine, whatever. I'll message you more from now on. Happy now?
Yes. But won't you please consider sleeping at the house more? It's been totally empty during the week lately. How are you gonna rest up properly if you don't chill out at home every now and then?
You have a point, actually. Okay, it's decided. I'll relax at home on my day off.
Really? Yay! In that case, I'll rustle up some of your favorite hamburgers. I'll get you some of that packet soup you love too. I'm really looking forward to seeing you again, babe.
Thanks, I appreciate you doing all that. Oh, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have spoken so harshly. That was rude of me. I know you can't help worrying, and I know you only do it because you care. I think you're right. I must be tired.
It's fine, honey. I know how hard you work, and I appreciate it. But please try and be kinder to yourself, okay? Believe it or not, you are mortal like the rest of us. I'm working too, you know. It's not like we're gonna be homeless if you turn down overtime every now and again. Don't overdo it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. I'll get home as early as I can tonight.
Okay, see you soon. Take care. I'll run you a bath too, honey. See you soon. Stanley, are you there? I just checked our bank account. The $20,000 we saved up since getting married is gone. Do you have any idea why? If you don't, I'm going straight to the police station.
I'm sorry, I took it out.
I knew it. What's going on? Why the hell would you do that behind my back?
I'm sorry, babe. There's no time to explain now. I'll tell you later.
Later? I don't want to hear later. Why don't you have time? Where even are you?
I'm out.
You think I'm a freaking moron? I know that. I'm asking you where you are specifically. It says on the transaction history you withdrew the money yesterday. No way. Are you out somewhere spending it right now?
No. Well, actually, I am, but...
You explain what the hell's going on this instant, Stanley. It's a national holiday today, so don't even bother trying to give me any crap about being at work. Surely you can make it home, can't you?
I'm so sorry about this, babe, but you see, the thing is, I can't make it home right now.
So tell me what the hell you're playing at. Explain, right now.
I'm at my mom and dad's house.
Huh? Your mom and dad's house? Why would you be there?
Look, the thing is, it's my mom. She's ill. She needs money to cover her hospital visits, and she needs to have an operation. That's why I took the $20,000 from her account.
What? Your mom's ill? Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry, babe. I really wanted to tell you, but my mom told me not to.
But wait a sec, this doesn't make any sense. Me and your mom get along great, and we're always messaging each other. Why didn't she tell me anything? She said she was fine before.
She probably just didn't want to worry you because she knows what a dweller you are. She's in a pretty bad way, but the doctors say she has a good chance of recovering if she goes into hospital for an operation. Monica, please can you pretend you didn't hear this? You can't let my mom know you know.
I mean, sure, I guess. I don't mind keeping quiet about it if that's what you want.
The reason I've been leaving the house empty on my days off lately, too, is because I've been driving out to my folks' place, but I'm so sorry for keeping all this from you.
So, this is what's been going on with you all along? I see.
But I don't think I'll have to go anymore for a while after today.
Is that because she's going to stay at the hospital?
Right, exactly.
But surely we're going to have to go out and visit her while she's there? Your dad's not very mobile anymore, so we're the only ones she can rely on. She's gonna want us to bring her all sorts of things like clothes and food and the like. And surely we do kinda have a duty to see to it she has everything she needs as her son and daughter-in-law.
Sure, but you don't have to do anything, babe. I'll take care of it all during the week.
You make time for anything during the week? You, who's constantly at work and does more overtime than a Japanese salaryman? How is that gonna work? I really don't mind helping out, you know. Surely things will be a lot easier on you that way. Besides, how are you gonna get away from the office during visiting hours?
I said it's fine, don't worry about it. My mom would hate the idea she was causing you a nuisance. You know how thoughtful and sensitive she is? I know you don't mind, but you'd feel bad about it regardless. I'll take care of everything.
Stanley, me and your mom have known each other for 2 years now. We're family. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't talk about me like we were strangers.
I'm sorry, maybe I didn't word it very skillfully, but the bottom line here is we don't want you to go out of your way. I can take care of this myself, and I want you to. Will you let me do that, babe? Mom said herself it's not a big deal, and she doesn't want everyone making a fuss over her.
But I can hardly just stand by and do nothing. Why can't me and you work as a team to help her with the things she can't do herself while she's cooped up in her hospital bed? Why can't we make the whole experience as pleasant as it can be for her?
Monica, I appreciate the sentiment, really, I do, but I want you to respect my mom's wishes. Can I ask you to do that? I'm sorry about the whole thing with the money. I wish I could have told you. But can you just pretend you don't know about any of this?
This is a lot to take in, and to be honest, I'm finding it really hard to go along with. I'm really worried about your mom, and how vague and ambiguous you're being about everything isn't helping. Can you at least come home and give me a little more detail in person?
More detail? I told you everything I know.
You know, like what's wrong with her, what's the name of the illness, the name of the hospital, just the basic stuff like that.
What difference would it make if you knew?
What difference would it make? Are you being serious right now? Surely it's for the best that I know these things in case anything happens. Why do I even need to explain that to you? I don't even...
How many times do I have to tell you my mom didn't want anyone knowing about this?
And I don't plan on telling her I know. It still wouldn't hurt to fill me in on the details. Why are you so intent on keeping me in the dark? I have no idea why you'd intentionally keep basic information from me like this.
Because if I did, I have no guarantee that you wouldn't go off running your mouth to her without thinking. I know how much you worry, Monica, and I can't risk it.
Are you being serious? How can you have the gall to say that after you emptied almost our entire savings account behind my back? I have a right to ask.
Fine, I'll tell you later. Happy now? I'm too busy at the minute. I have to go. Bye. Hey, Monica, I'm sorry to message you while you're at work, but just can't wait. I have something very important to discuss with you.
Something very important? Like what?
I had to leave the company.
Whoa. Whoa. What the hell? Why?
I'm so sorry.
Why did you have to leave?
My boss made the mother of all screw-ups, and instead of accepting responsibility and potentially losing his job, he blamed it all on me.
What the? Why should you have to leave your job over his mistake? That's not fair. Surely you're gonna fight it. You can't just take this lying down, Stanley. You've been at this company for years.
I know it's not fair, babe, but I was in no position to fight him.
No position to fight him? Oh, do you mean... of course, I understand.
I'm so sorry, Monica. I mean it. I help out around the house until I find something else. I won't be a burden, I promise. I'll do my best to find something else ASAP. Of course I will.
It's fine. You don't have to do that.
Well, what do you mean? Sure, this won't exactly put us in dire straits, and we'll still be able to stay afloat for a while thanks to you working and bringing in money yourself. But the idea of letting my wife provide for me while I stay at home cleaning the house and doing the laundry? Yep, as a husband and as a man, I can't stomach that.
I mean, it's fine. You don't have to do that because we're getting a divorce. You can do whatever you like now.
What? Hang on, is my phone bugging out? Divorce?
Yes, divorce.
Why would we get a divorce? Are you joking? Is this some kind of prank? How can you just bring divorce on me after I just lost my job? Have you no heart? Not only that, but my mom's sick in a hospital bed, about to have life-changing surgery.
Shut your lying mouth before I lose it. I want you to get your belongings together and get the hell out of this house as soon as you get off work.
Wait, no, why? Lying? I know what you mean. At least give me a reason. Are you seriously gonna toss me aside like a piece of trash when I'm in the most desperate situation of my life? Are you gonna abandon me by the wayside despite me needing you now more than ever? How am I gonna find a place to live when I can't even afford rent? I'm unemployed, for crying out loud.
I have no interest in continuing this conversation. I'm going back to work.
No, Monica, let's talk about this when I come home. We can do that, can't we? We can solve our problems like mature, responsible adults, right? Surely we don't have to jump straight to divorce. Anyway, I don't consent to it. I don't, and I won't. Monica, do you really plan on going through with this divorce? Please come back.
Did I not make it abundantly clear that you were only to contact me once you'd made the preparations for the divorce? I'm busy looking for somewhere else to live. I don't need to hear your crap. I'm staying in a cheap, run-down motel right now.
There's a perfectly warm, comfortable, clean, livable house waiting for you right here. Why don't you just come home and talk to me? You won't listen to a word I say. How the hell could you divorce me the moment you found out I lost my job? I feel like I barely recognize you anymore. Do I have no use to you now? I'm not making money anymore, is that it? That all I was to you, a walking wallet? You're so cold and heartless. Do you think this is what my sick mother needs to hear while she's cooped up in a hospital bed?
Are you still harping on about that bull? Give me a break. Do you seriously think I don't know anything?
Huh? You know about what?
Did nothing come to mind when I told you I wanted a divorce? You must think I'm a moron.
I don't think that about you, and I have no idea why you're doing this. I just want the old Monica back, believe me. I've wrapped my brains trying to figure out why this is happening, but I draw blanks every time.
It's actually scary how effortless lying is for you. You should be a politician. I know you cheated on me.
What? I didn't know such thing. Why would you think I cheated on you? What are you even basing that on?
The $20,000 you said was for your mom's hospital bills? It was compensation, wasn't it?
What are you talking about?
I know everything. You know the day you withdrew $20,000 from our joint savings account? You know, the day before I noticed? I got a picture from your mom of her on holiday in Hawaii with your dad.
You did?
Far from being cooped up sick in a hospital bed, she was having the time of her life in the sun. Much like how you ignore my messages for days on end, your mom told me how you also never reply to her. Well, guess what? Me and her have been in regular contact for the last year. It started out as her checking up on us because getting anything out of you was like drawing blood from a stone. But eventually we grew closer, and now we're good friends.
Wait, you are? Did she really message you the day I withdrew the money?
Yes, she really did. Which means I know you were lying about her being sick and having to go to the hospital. Why would you drive all the way to your parents' house when they were in Hawaii? I knew something fishy was going on as soon as you told me, which is why I messaged her immediately. She told me straight away she wasn't sick and was actually doing great.
No, you've got this all wrong. Like I told you, my mom didn't want you to know she was ill. She's in a real bad way. She's just hiding it. The truth is, my mom's lying to you.
The only liar here is you. I told your mom I planned on blocking you and only speaking to you through my lawyer from now on. To my surprise, she said she wanted to tag along so she could be there while we hashed things out. You really are a grade A moron.
Okay, fine, you got me. I'm sorry I lied about my mom's illness.
Wow, I'm surprised you're actually admitting it.
But I really did have to lend out the money.
To who?
My friend.
Who's your friend?
You don't know him.
I don't have to know them. Tell me their name. And give me their phone number while you're at it. I want to check whether you're telling the truth.
No, you can't do that. They're busy. You'd be bugging them. They really are sick and in hospital.
Interesting. So they're sick and in the hospital, but too busy to take a quick phone call? Let me get this straight. You're telling me you lent this mystery friend of yours $20,000 of our money. And I'm not even allowed to know who they are or call them to find out whether you're telling the truth? Have you even stopped to consider how ridiculous this is? You just admitted you lied about your mom being sick. Would you trust you if you were me?
Fine, I'll tell you. Later on, I promise I will.
And when is later on? What difference would waiting make? My mind's already made up on the divorce, and that's not gonna change. I hoped at least you'd give me some kind of indication you're willing to separate on good terms. I hoped all the time we spent together was at least worth that to you. But it seems you're hell-bent on lying through your teeth to the very end.
I just freaking said I'll tell you later, didn't I?
Forget it. Did you run out of lies? Need more time to come up with a fresh, steamy pile of bullcrap, is that it? I'm not interested in hearing any of it. I know you found the name of the illness in the hospital your mom were supposedly staying at on the internet. I saw your search history. And the $20,000 you took from our savings account without my permission was compensation you had to pay your boss, wasn't it? I know all about your affair with his wife. I know all about you getting her pregnant. I know all about him walking in on you going at it like rabbits in their bed. And I know all about him taking you to court.
Oh, geez, how did you find out about all that?
I knew you were up to no good because of how suspicious you were acting. So I messaged the wife of one of your coworkers.
Monica, I'm so sorry.
Don't Monica me, you vile dirtbag. Does that mean you admit it then? Am I finally getting some honesty out of you? Jesus, Stanley, how long did that take? You've done nothing but lie to me up until now. Is there a single woman on this planet who'd want to stay with a lying scumbag like you after everything you've done?
You've got this all wrong. It's not like you're saying it all. I was a victim in all this too, just like the boss. His wife seduced me. I tried to resist, but she was so damn persistent. She lured me in with her wiles, and before I knew it, I was in her clutches. She had me wrapped up around her little finger. I never intended for it to turn out that way. Things just got out of hand.
Even if that were true, don't you see how you're in the wrong at the point a judge orders you to pay your boss $20,000? Don't you see how you're in the wrong at the point you get fired from your job for misconduct? That's not the only reason they fired you either, is it? It was just the straw that broke the camel's back. That's right, I know about how you were embezzling company money to fund trips to fancy restaurants and days out with your lover. What the hell are you playing at, Stanley? You make me sick. I'm disgusted at myself for ever seeing anything in you.
Please don't say things like that, Monica. I'm truly, truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. I've never been more sorry about anything in my life. The only reason I lied was to protect you. I couldn't bear the thought of you getting hurt. You're the only woman I love, Monica. I lied to protect you, I swear. After I did what I did, I felt like I had no choice. Surely you're not gonna give up on us over this, are you? You're my honey bunny, and I'm your treacle pie, remember?
Don't honey bunny me ever again, you lying rat. You didn't lie to protect me, you lied to protect yourself. Do you remember what you said to me back when I left the house? You said I was heartless. You called me every name under the sun and condemned me to oblivion for having the nerve to be sick and tired of your lies. Which part of that was trying to protect me? You said you couldn't bear the thought of me getting hurt, but you did everything in your power to make sure I did.
Look, I accept I said a few things I shouldn't have when things got heated back then, but that was only because I was so desperate not to lose you.
The only reason you didn't want to lose me was because of my money. You owed your boss a freakish amount of compensation, had no savings left, and had just lost your job. All I was a bank account to you. You knew that if I divorced you, you'd have to pay me alimony, and you'd no longer have any access to my salary. You're a ruthless, scheming liar. You're right, one of us is heartless, but I can assure you it's not me.
Monica, please, I'm sorry. I swear I'll never cheat on you again. Please forgive me, please. Please, I'm begging you.
I doubt I'll ever be able to forgive you. Maybe things could have been different if you hadn't lied through your teeth about everything from start to finish. Instead of accepting fault for your misdeeds, you chose to scheme, cheat, and deceive. I'm so sick and tired of you. I'm pretty much speechless. My level of trust for you is precisely 0. Nothing you could possibly say to me could make a difference. It's too little, too late.
I'm human, babe. We all make mistakes. Sure, I might have gotten carried away and cheated on you with the boss's wife against my better judgment, but now that I've thought about it, I understand just how awful and wrong of me that was. I feel nothing but regret.
What are you pleading with me for? You should be more concerned about the fact that you lack the basic human decency to realize how despicable your actions were at the time. Not only that, but you desperately tried to palm off the blame onto everyone but yourself, including me. You betrayed me. You lied to me. And you hurt me more than I've ever been hurt before. When I said I was divorcing you, instead of doing the right thing by coming clean and apologizing, you doubled down on the lies and actually tried to paint me as the villain. I'd have to be insane to even consider giving a dirtbag like you a second chance.
I'm so sorry. Please, please forgive me. I'm begging you.
It's too late for apologies. Oh, and I hope you know you'll be paying back every cent you stole from me to pay for the compensation you owed your boss.
What? I don't have that kind of money. In fact, I don't have any money at all.
You better start looking for a good loan shark then. The bottom line is that that's not my problem. Ask your lawyer what he thinks the best way to get yourself out of the 10-mile deep hole you dug yourself in is. We'll be meeting soon to talk things over with our lawyers, so you can ask him then.
I'm begging you, Monica, I'll be lost without you. I'll have nothing. Please don't abandon me like this. Who was the one who was always there to support me when times were tough? Who was the one who was always there with a kind word and an ear for my troubles when life got the better of me? It was you, Monica. It was always you.
I may be kind, but I'm not a fool. You tried to take me for one, and now you're paying the price. You only have yourself to blame. You'll never see that side of me again, because you made me this way. After that, me, Stanley, his mom, and both of our lawyers all got together to discuss the divorce. At first, Stanley was adamant he wouldn't agree to do the divorce, but after being given the dressing down of his life by his mom in front of everyone, he backed down, limp and defeated. After the terms of the divorce were settled on thanks to my mom-in-law's heroic efforts, things were finalized, and we separated once and for all. I received what was left in our savings account as compensation for the theft and the affair. As for the remainder of what he owed me, he had no choice but to go into debt and pay it back in monthly installments. My ex-husband did try to find a new job, but he didn't get a single response from any of the companies he applied for, despite being a capable worker with an impressive resume. I can only conclude that his revenge-hungry former boss must have used his connections in the industry to spread news of his ex-subordinate's misdeeds as far and as wide as he possibly could. What can I say? What goes around comes around. I hear he's looking for supermarket work now. In other news, his old boss divorced his adulterous wife immediately after he found out what she'd been up to. I heard through the grapevine that apparently his wife is now pressuring Stanley to marry her and be there for the baby. He wasn't interested in remarrying. I guess there must be a part of him deep down that feels guilty about what he did after all. Either that, or he's just desperate to escape from the responsibility of having to look after his kid. I'll let you guys be the judge on that one. I have no idea what'll happen to him from here on out. I gotta admit, things don't look great for him financially, and even finding somewhere to live is gonna be difficult, but I don't have any sympathy for him. He brought all of it on himself. Hopefully he finally starts behaving like an adult and takes responsibility for his actions. After the divorce, I found myself an apartment to live in, and I'm currently enjoying getting used to my newly single life. Well, I say getting used to, but with my husband never being around the house during the months leading up to the divorce, I'm basically already a pro. In that sense, not much has changed. One thing's for sure though, the feelings of stress, worry, anxiety, and despair that plagued me on a daily basis while we were married are now a thing of the past. I do wonder whether I'll be able to trust anyone again, but for the time being, I'm trying not to think about difficult things like that and focusing on treating myself with the patience, love, and care that I deserve. Let's face it, whatever happens, I'm bound to live a happier, more enjoyable, more fulfilling life than my debt-ridden rat of an ex-husband.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.